Hi, I'm Kaylin, your abundance coach. I'm also an author and have this book, Be You, Be Authentic, Be Unlimited. And if you join my email list and send me an email and ask me for a free PDF copy, I'll be sure to send you one. Because this book will help you be you, be authentic, the authentic version of you, and then be far more unlimited. It helps you tap into that unlimited place, because when you are just being you, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to live up to, there's nothing to try. You can start to take actions in your life that are out of love, out of passion, out of fun. You start to live a life that's far less efforted. It's far more effortless. And when you're in that place, law of attraction comes around and it's responding to the energies that you are, and your naturally higher vibrating energies. And law of attraction effortlessly brings you far more of who you are, who you authentically are. Brings you your desires. It pulls things together and orchestrates things in ways that you never could. How do you do this? Well, one of the ways you do this is you can tap into the 4 keys. That's how you can live your life. But when you're in the middle of a tough situation, you're angry about something, someone just pushed your buttons, something like that, then the way to do it is to get in the flow. To get in the flow, all you do is a very simple 3-step process. For the flow, which is just welcoming your experience, allowing or embracing or experiencing your experience, and then letting it flow or letting it totally go. When you do these 3 simple steps, what happens is you change and you go from seeing red kind of thing, if you're angry, to a place of clarity. You go from being confused to a place of clarity. You go from feeling like all you could do is think about this one thing that's either driving you crazy or making you mad, where we get a little lost in an emotion, to a place of being free of it. And the distinction is that you have let that energy flow. Because when you're stuck in anger or in anything and you're sort of spinning, you're chasing your tail in an emotion, what happens is you're stuck in an energy. And when you're stuck in an energy, you're not in a fluid place. The now moment is fluid. The now moment changes every time it's a now moment. There's a change and a change. And every now moment has the opportunity for new energies, for a new feeling, for a new thought. Being stuck and chasing your tail means that you can spend 10 minutes, an hour, days stuck in one mode, in one problem, in one emotion, and you're just going crazy kind of thing. Now, let's look at those. When you're chasing your tail versus when you could be in the now moment, and the now moment that's changing. Can you imagine what law of attraction is going to do with those 2 energies? When you're in the now moment, in the flow, and you're letting the now moment flow all of the time, law of attraction can effortlessly bring whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is that you prefer. Law of attraction can just have you feel good and bring you more feel-good experiences, thoughts, feelings. On the other hand, when you're chasing your tail, like if you're angry, have you ever noticed that then more things tend to happen to make you more angry? Of course they do. And you probably know that's because you're really activating that energy of anger, and then law of attraction sees that energy and brings you more of it. You're not being who you are, right? I don't think you look in the mirror and go, I'm an angry person. You might be angry temporarily, and if it is what you're experiencing, that's how you feel. But it's so important to flow that feeling, because then you move through it. Not you get over it, not you ignore it, not you deny it, not you be positive because you're a positive person. Because all of those things are not allowing, right? You're not allowing yourself to feel the anger you feel. Let yourself feel that way, but flow it. Go through it. When we're flowing in those 3 steps, we welcome that feeling. Like, for example, anger. And we welcome the anger. We let ourselves be angry. Step 2, you then allow yourself to experience what it's like to be you being angry. That's the only way it's going to shift. That's the only way that energy is going to flow away. And it's like the universe or your source energy, or whatever you want to call it, is like the great recycler. You take an energy you don't want, like anger, and if you go, I don't want it, shove it to the side, I'm going to have a positive thought, you're not allowing your experience, right? Like we said. On the other hand, if you take that anger and you flow it, where does it go? It goes back to the universe, to your source energy, your God, whatever you call it. At that point, it gets recycled. And guess what? You get a totally new experience, a new energy as a new thought, a new feeling, a new behavior, a new experience for yourself. The universe, that's its job. That's one of the things it does. It takes those energies and it recycles them. I mean, look at nature, right? That's what this universe does. That's what nature does. It recycles things all the time. It takes the old and it brings it back anew. Are you letting things that are old or unwanted for you, because it can be old, it can be unwanted, it can be something you hate, it can be something that's annoying you, it can be something you love, it can be something you want. All of these things, when you let that great recycler take them and you flow that energy, you work through the energy. Anything you don't like gets recycled and it comes back as a higher vibrating energy for you. The things you do like, that you do love, that you do prefer, those things flow and come back as a higher vibrating energy, higher than it was before. You don't lose it the way you lose a bad feeling or an angry mood. You regain it and it sort of solidifies and gets bigger in you. Why? Because that's who you really are, who you authentically are, right? The authenticity means who you really are. So when you are working this way, law of attraction doesn't sit there and go, oh, she felt angry. She worked through that anger for, however long it takes you. I'm going to bring her more of that anger energy. Not at all. You flow it, which means you let it go. Once you flow the energy, and sometimes it takes several flowings, you have to welcome it again and welcome it again. But once you do, it's gone. It's like something that's been recycled. It no longer exists in its old form. And what comes back to you is something higher vibrating, often something in a totally new sort of like shape or form. So basically, it's gone. There is nothing left for law of attraction to focus on and respond to and attract from. Your slate's clean. So then you're walking into that effortless attracting. Again, how do you do that? 3 easy steps. You welcome your experience. Let yourself feel however you're feeling. Let yourself think whatever you're thinking. Let your body become comfortable or be however it's being. Then number 2, you experience it. Allow it. Embrace it. Let yourself know what it's like to be mad, sad, uncomfortable, thinking terrible thoughts, thinking wonderful thoughts, whatever you're experiencing. And then step 3, let it flow. Let it totally go. When you do that, you really change you. And you let yourself be you. You only change you because you let everything you weren't flow away. You let everything you are be here and be more pronounced. And then you're letting law of attraction effortlessly attract things to you. What's it going to attract? Nothing but higher vibrating things. You might sit there and think, well, what is law of attraction going to attract? If I flow everything, even what I want, Kaylin, what's law of attraction going to bring me? You know what? At that point, law of attraction, instead of being muddled by these things like your anger or your frustration, instead of being muddled, it gets to see you more clearly. And you don't have to be aware. You don't have to make a list of what you desire. You can, and I think you should, but the point is, law of attraction sees your energy. You don't have to state your energy. As a matter of fact, stating it doesn't work. It can help, but it doesn't work in the sense that covering up a negative feeling and stating something positive didn't work, did it? So instead, law of attraction sees you. Instead, you want to be who you really are. And then law of attraction is going to respond to those energies, and it's going to see you more clearly, far more clearly than when you were all muddled up. And it's going to be able to bring you things that you didn't even know you wanted. That's happened to me before. It was phenomenal. Here's a very short story for you. It was a small little thing. We had lost our dog that we had had for like 12 years. You know, she was a total member of the family. Everyone who met her said that she was like the most phenomenal dog. She was extremely intelligent, extremely well behaved, and just this incredible dog. And she had gotten old and we had to put her down, and it was so heartbreaking. So I was trying to get in the flow with it because I was really sad over it. And as I did raise my energy about it, I felt a lot better about having had her, and instead of feeling all the hurt and all the sorrow, I had let myself experience that, and I let it flow. And I was able to start to remember all the good things. And then I was sitting at a mall one day, shortly afterwards, and this gorgeous big dog comes walking by. No, the dog didn't look anything like mine, nor should it have. That would have sort of hurt my feelings. Law of attraction brought me this big, sweet dog, and the owner let me hug it and pet it. And I was like, oh my God, it was like a little message to me. It was just this wonderful thing that I could have never asked for because I would have never thought to ask for it. Law of attraction brought more than I could have asked for. It was just this sweet little message, this sweet little gift from the universe. So insignificant in the long run, so meaningful. It touched me so deeply. And it's effortless. I couldn't have asked for it. So I want you to start to change your mind. Start to get in the flow. Decide that when you flow your energy, you can live a more effortless life. More importantly, you're going to feel better. Like I said, with my dog, instead of being in that place of sorrow, of sadness, I was able to flow that. I allowed that, I let it flow, and I was able to go back to the more loving memories. I was able to feel more love in myself. So let yourself not only get to a place where you can attract more effortlessly, but also a place where you can feel better about your own life, about yourself, about things that are bothering you or things that you love. What a wonderful thing. I mean, who doesn't want to be free that way? Who doesn't want to feel good and let things effortlessly come to you? Again, I'm Kaylin, your abundance coach. Please be sure to subscribe so that you catch my next videos. I'm doing all sorts of videos and I try to do them every day for you. And again, if you want a copy of my book, Be You, Be Authentic, Be Unlimited, please go to my website and sign up for the email list, and then just ask for a free copy and I'll send it your way. Or maybe I'll just send it to the whole list. That way you'll get it for sure. Because as you read the book and as you learn how to use my 4 steps to be you, be authentic, and be unlimited, that means that you are being you effortlessly, you're enjoying you, and law of attraction helps you be unlimited effortlessly. Isn't that what we all want? Of course, because that means a lot more enjoying our lives, a lot more having fun with who we are, and that's what it's all about. That's the place where we get to know who we really are, we get to feel so good about who we are, and we get to love everything in our life, the people, the things we do, and it's all fantastic. So here's to your dream life that way, that comes from allowing law of attraction to bring you things effortlessly. Thank you so much for joining me today.